Thank you for tuning in to the Life of KG podcast. We are all about helping you guys in the beauty industry. Whether you're starting out in this industry or been in the business for years, we want to motivate you, educate you, and support you to grow. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to A Life of KG. So today I am interviewing an international waxing expert, Marta. Now Marta also helps those build successful businesses around waxing. And today I wanted to get her on the show as a salon owner to talk about the pros and cons of having a one-service salon. So without further ado, here she is. Hi Marta, thanks so much for coming on the Life of KG today.
Hello, thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. So can you introduce yourself for those of you that don't know and just tell everyone what you do?
Sure, so my name is Marta Zaczkowska and I am a waxing expert, waxing specialist. I have a multi-award winning salon, a training academy in London, and I also specialize, and as now became a main thing, I specialize in pregnancy waxing. So I have lots of hats on my head and I absolutely love being in our industry and helping other beauty professionals to become a go-to waxing expert. So there's a few further things that, I've been involved now, being a speaker as well, doing a press release, and recently co-writing a book, Beauty and the Best.
Which I'm in the middle of reading. Thanks very much for sending me that. It's so good. So anyone that hasn't read that, definitely go. Where can they purchase that?
It's on Amazon. You can get the Kindle version or you can get the hard copy.
I love that. So let's go back and talk about your salon. How long have you had your salon and what made you open up your salon in the first place?
So I have to go back to when I first actually arrived to UK, which was 2006. I came here, I was fully qualified beauty therapist. I had open mind. I wanted to, work in a salon. And I did for about a year. And then I really had that urge of, okay, I want to just do waxing. I fall in love with it. And I thought, let me first try to work from home. So for 5 years, I was having a home-based salon. And then after 5 years, I've opened a salon, which now has been open for 9 years.
Wow, 9 years, long time.
Right. So the salon is based in Clapham and is a single service salon. So all we do is waxing. It's called Waxing Specialist. We specialize in full body waxing, intimate waxing, and pregnancy waxing. We do a bit of a male waxing as well, but our main focus is on female waxing and just that more specific, more advanced waxing that clients are expecting from us.
Wow. How have you found just offering one service in the salon?
So I found it extremely easy, and I think this was one of the reasons why I decided to open the salon. If it was for all other treatments, I don't think I've actually decided to go for it. It was my clients that begged me to open a salon because I was growing so rapidly and working from home. You have limited resources. And I thought, what, if I'm going to open a salon, I only want to do something that I truly love. Because people can sense that if they know you love your job, it's transparent, it just gives that energy, and people know that if you do something all day long, you must be good at it. So I found it extremely easy. The idea popped in my head. My clients supported me and I thought, I'm going to go for it. However, there were some people that were doubting this. This was 9 years ago and social media was just about to get bigger. And so I didn't really have anyone to look up to. I didn't have any mentors. I didn't see anyone in the industry who was doing just waxing. Maybe they were, but we didn't connect yet. And there were some people that were saying, oh, but how are you going to survive just on waxing? Or how is it going to be throughout different seasons? And there were the doubts, but I knew deep down in my heart that if somebody comes to me for the first time, they will come back. And that's all I had to know, that I have to deliver the highest standards, and I have to do a service that they are going to tell other people about. And this was my main focus, just the next step, just the next appointment, just making sure that every time I'm just on the highest level, that I'm standing out from the crowd. So there were some people that were saying, not sure. Well, who is laughing now?
Yeah.
And I love the fact that the trend started, that more and more people now are feeling more confident on going to just a one service that they love. The industry now is changing, and we have now people that, you can be mobile, you can work from home, you can be self-employed, you can literally do anything, and so on. You can also specialize and, go and build your business around one thing that you love.
Definitely, because I think it is very obvious if a therapist is doing multiple treatments and there is some treatments that they really dislike doing and there's some treatments that they love doing. So when that client comes in for the treatment they just love, it's quite noticeable, or they want to quickly get it done and over with. Whereas obviously if you're doing something you love all day, you're going to put so much more into it. And it's always our jobs to get the clients into the salon. But like you say, and if you're offering that service to the highest possible standard, then your job's done of getting them in, because they will just keep coming back and back.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Have you found it difficult finding teams that just want to do waxing? How has that experience been for you? Because I'm guessing you have a team, right?
Yeah, I do have a team. And I will say that when you advertise for, just a single service business salon, you will only get people applying who truly want to do just waxing or nails, right? So you will not get this problem that somebody will come and apply and then they are not fully trained, or for example they don't like doing something. So you see, I don't have that problem that somebody is like not confident in something, or doesn't want to do a single treatment. And it's always at the beginning, when I do my recruitment, there's like two types of people that apply. There will be somebody who's been doing waxing for a very, very long time, and they're confident and they want to be comfortable in just doing that. And there's also people that might not have the highest skills yet, but they have a very true passion to what they want to do. And I know I can train them, I can make them specialists. With having my academy and having everything systemized, and all my trainings are also on online portals, I can easily, introduce a new person to our world, and I can make them part of the team. And one of my longest employees, actually, when she first started, she was more into makeup. But she said, and I felt it, that she really is into waxing. She just needed the guidance, the mentoring, the training. And she's been with me now for 6.5 years. Wow. And a few years ago, we decided to send her to Babtak Awards for waxing therapies, and she was top 3. She was in the final. So it just shows that with the training and passion and a right attitude towards how you're going to push your career, everything is possible to achieve.
Definitely. Would you say then, when you're recruiting, would you go for more people's personality and how their culture will fit into yours, rather than what the skills they've got on their interview?
Yeah, so it's important. For me, there's a few things, right? Can I train them? So can I actually give them the skills? Will they fit to my team? Will my clients like them? And can I manage them? And this is something that I haven't invented, actually. I was told this by my mentor, Lise McKeown, many, many years ago, and it stayed in my head. And that's how I started to recruit, because of her way. And it really works now. I ask myself those questions, and then if I can say yes to all of them, then I know this is going to be a success. But I do have a good feeling to people. I'm quite good with recognizing whether they're lacking confidence, whether they're lacking mentorship. Maybe, if they work somewhere where there was no strong management there that guide them, they're a bit lost. So the interview and the whole process of recruitment is really important, because it can go really wrong, as you know, Katie, yourself. You've got a salon and you work with salon owners, so that's like the most important part, right? So I make sure that I do recruitment in that way, and then I just go with it, and I make sure that they get what they want as well. So I promise them things, but I make sure I deliver as well.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. And I know in this industry, people are finding it so hard to recruit right now. So I think that would be really helpful to people that are doing the recruitment process, for sure.
Yeah, if you do, single service, you will get significantly less applications, that's for sure, but you only need a few good ones. So don't get put off if you're trying to go with a one service and then you only get like 5 CVs, because 4 of them might be excellent, and that's all it matters. So it's not about the numbers, it's about the quality, and then it's about you as an owner, how you can transition them and make them work for you.
And actually, being a single service salon, it must be the training process must be so much more easier, because say for example in my salon, they have to be so good at so many different treatments. Whereas obviously you can just crack down, train them on what they need to be trained in, and away they go.
Yeah, it's great because they come into work and they know exactly what's going to happen every day. There's no surprises. And it was about 7 years ago when I decided to go online bookings only, and it was a bit of a woo. Everyone was saying to me, "Oh my God, you're going to be losing clients. Who's going to be using online bookings?" I went even furthermore. I've introduced cancellation policy, so we charge 100% for missing appointments. But I tell you what, it was a risky move, but it really paid off, because we have now 4 columns, and when the pandemic happened, and then we had to come back to a brand new environment with bookings, we didn't have to change anything. We had everything in place. The mailing list was there, we communicated with the customers. So the way how I run the business is always a bit different to where you would say that the traditional way. So I try to find the things that work for me without like looking so much what other people do. And I will kind of advise everyone, like, sometimes think out of the box, and you might be the first person to start something, but then other people will follow. You never know what's going to happen.
That's really true. Always focus on your own lane and not anyone else. So do you not offer any phone calls or anything like that then? Is it all online?
There is a landline that you can call if you're late or you want to leave a voicemail, but our customers know, it's about the communication. When they first book, they have all information on my website. Then get the confirmation, they understand that we do not manage clients' booking, it's their responsibility. Of course, we can help them sometimes if there's a technical issue or we need to explain them something, but from the beginning, we make them realize that this is their job. Our job is to deliver the service, but everything around the bookings is them. It's the same like if you book in your flying tickets, right? It's your responsibility to book everything and arrive to the airport. So we have the same philosophy. But of course, we do help them, and we do have a clear cancellation policy. We have a one-off exception. So sometimes things happen and there's nothing they can do. They can't arrive. So we do give them that one-off. But the rest, it just works well. We have a buzzer on the door, and we had it for many, many years. And people this is the one thing, if you don't have reception, you have to set it really well, the times of your treatments, so you don't have like backlashes. The way how it works, we just rotate and clients coming in and out. So it's like in a Swiss clock.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm guessing you don't have reception then, do you? The girls just manage it themselves.
No, I found that I think if you have a big salon with like many services, few floors, you need a front of the house, where this is people coming here for intimate treatment with you, and the reception is there. I found it over the years that it was just unnecessarily like. They come in, we do like a boutique service. So we welcome them, we take them to the room, we do the treatment, we go back to take the payment, give them aftercare advice, sell them products, we say goodbye. We don't need that person between us. And I found it that therapists that work with me, they almost feel like they are self-employed, because they kind of can just run their own column, get on with clients and with a day. It just works well for us.
Yeah, definitely. What would you say are the pros to being a one service salon?
There's a lots of pros. Well, first of all, you stand out from the crowd, right? Um, you you do what you say you do, so you immediately attract people that are looking for that service, and you get a loyal clientele, because if you specialize in something, you must be great. People do it one treatment, then the word of mouth just works perfectly, and you retain the clients very easily. What else? You do have a full column of clients, if you could, because yeah, everyone wants to come to specialists, right? There's something about places that it's hard to get. You know, we at some point had like 2-3 weeks you have to book in advance in the winter time, but in the summertime, like a month in advance. So clients will be booking while they live in the salon on the phones, because they were worried they lose the slot. And also, I think it gives you that good feeling of achievement. You know, your staff has a good path create. It's clear what they're doing. So this the identity. They can say, well, I'm a waxing specialist, you know, rather than saying I do multiple treatments. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that that is an option. And you can even go further, which is what I did. I went to a pregnancy intimate waxing specialist, and I do have a separate dedicated website to this. So you can even get deeper into specialization. And I think it's a prestige as well. So there's many pros.
Yeah. And then what are the cons that you found over the years? And because all these years in business, there must have been maybe a few cons, or not?
Well, when I was preparing for the interview with you, I thought, what are the cons? And I have to really think. And I think there's a one, but it's fundamental. So if you position yourself as an expert, you tell everyone you're a specialist, and you do not deliver what you're saying you're going to do, it's so damaging. It's so much harder to rebuild your reputation if you were an expert specialist and then you did a bad job. So you have to be really careful and make sure that if you go that route for single service salon or business, that if you might not feel like 100% yet, go and get extra training. You know, go and get the mentor, because once you start and once you tell people you're a specialist, you cannot afford mistakes. Mm-hmm. So it's a quite huge responsibility to call yourself specialist. So I would say that's the one con, that you have to be delivering every single time, no place for mistakes. And specifically with waxing, I mean, you do a one bed treatment, how damaging is that, right? People are scared of waxing. It could be painful treatment, right? It's such a damaging thing. So make sure that if you go into that, you're fully prepared, confident, and have all the tools that you need.
Because if not, then you're constantly searching for new clients all of the time to fill all that white space, because your clients that have already been through your doors aren't going to be rebooking, are they?
Yeah, and it shows really quickly in reviews. So, you know, when you have customers' feedback very quickly, if you see that the feedback isn't 100% or the feedback is not coming, we call them silent clients. Mm-hmm. It's sometimes even more dangerous, because we don't know, you know, who they telling, what they saying. Grab the phone, call them and say, how can I make it better? Is there anything that I can improve? Please let me know your feedback. I really value it. It's really important to me.
A silent client. So I really like how you put that. But we always do that as well. If there is clients that have been and have not come back, or maybe they've booked a couple appointments and then you haven't seen them again, we will always pick up the phone or drop in a personal email just to see if there was a reason why they stopped coming, or anything we could get any feedback on, because it's so important. If they're not leaving a review, which loads of people do not leave bad reviews because they prefer not to. So you need to find out if that client's just not coming because they just don't need it anymore, or is it because of a reason that's happened within the salon.
And I think, Katie, that if you're a specialist, those reviews should be flying high. I mean, they should not just be like, oh, great experience. They should really like great, you know, when you get a great, genuine review. And this is what I expect to get from, you know, somebody who came to a specialist. You know, they should totally be blown away by what you do.
Definitely. Have you ever been tempted to bring something else in, or if there was any quiet times in the beginning, like, was you tempted? Do you think you'll be tempted in the future?
So actually, a few years ago, I had this weird idea that wouldn't be great if we bring a table with nails. And I think it was quite selfish because I just wanted to have it then done for myself. So um, I invested around £1,100 for the shellac. We're just going to do that. And it just didn't work. It just didn't work, and for a few reasons. One, it takes so much longer to do the nails when they're waxing, so I can make so much more money and the profit is higher. Nails are such a profit vampires. Like, make sure you charge the correct price, because otherwise, my experience, the profit was really low, and our competition around had really low prices. So we should have really, to make money, we should have charged like 3 times more. But of course, we wouldn't have a clients for this. Maybe it will take time to build up. I think we were not known for nails as well. So this is, again, that reputation is so important. So I've made probably only £700 in around 5 months. And I decided, no, this was not working. Stay with what you know, stay with what you're good at. I tried, but I think our clients just were not interested in nails. They knew us as a waxing specialist, waxing therapies, and then that nails were there on the side and everyone was looking like, oh, I think I skipped them. So no, I definitely stay with waxing, and my next step will be franchise. Will be, having more salons like mine. So just looking forward to the future.
Oh, I love that. You'll have to get in touch with us when you want to franchise the salon so we can help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you say it, because waxing is highly profitable, isn't it? And people forget that, especially if they are do multiple services within their salon. A lot of the time, waxing is kind of just there in the background. If someone wants to wax, yeah, they can do it, but actually don't realize that it's so much more profitable than the other treatments, especially nails, which is so low profit if they're not priced right.
Yeah, I cannot stress enough how important it is that you make money. And I know, Kate, you teach that as well. I have a online program called Business Management for Waxing Services, which is SIPTAC endorsed program. And part of it is actually pricing. So what most people do, they just look at the competition, they look at around what salon charges, oh, we're going to charge the same. But how do you know how they made the prices? And it kind of goes like circle. No one knows where the prices came from. No one actually sat down and calculates them with all the expenses, all the, things that we need to consider when we do prices. So, but when you get it right, you get a good product. This is why I also have to mention, Katie, that if you do a single service salon, make sure that you have a very good brand behind it, that you have the best products, because you can't be charging high-end prices if you have, product that doesn't deliver. So a good product, profit margin done well, and you can totally smash it.
Do you have your own range of products, or do you source your products from a different brand?
So with my salon, my preferable brand is Lycon Waxing, and I've had them for years and years and years. But you know me, I'm like getting into this where, not gonna say when, but soon we're going to see my own brand coming to the market, definitely.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes. I just wanted to make sure that it's what therapists want, and having the academy gives me a lot of research feedback on what people are struggling with, and I think I can add a lot of my experience to that and create something amazing.
Do you still do treatment in your salon then? Are you still fully working on the floor?
Not so much anymore, Katie, because about 4 years ago, I decided to work on my business and came out of the floor, started to, get into business side, make sure that I'm okay, because if you're not okay, your business is not going to be okay. And it was a very wise decision. I love it. Now I come only once a week on Tuesday, and I do 5 hours in the evening when I actually wax clients, but it's more to kind of get, get the feeling of what's happening in the salon. Are my clients happy? So I'm more than as like a guest appearance.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I get that feeling because, I love doing waxing and I'm still a therapist, but I don't really do that many hours anymore.
Yeah, that's the joy of building a business, right? Being able to do a bit of both.
Yeah, no, totally. I don't think I can ever really stop, so I quite like my balance where I have academy on Mondays, Tuesday I have clients and I do a bit of admin in the salon. The rest of the week will be my consultancy business, so I will work online, and then I have time off. So I totally love it like how it's now. And I think it's also because of the pandemic, I think we all had more time to realize what we want more. So I totally pivoted my business and changed it.
Well done. That's incredible. Well done. What tips would you give to those that are thinking of offering a one service salon?
Go for it. Totally go for it. If this is in your bone, if you're loving it, there's no absolute reason why it's not going to work. And of course, like, research around it, like, where is going to be the location, how you're going to gain new clients, your marketing strategy, like, how people are going to know about you. But go for it, because it is totally possible to have a successful, profitable business based on one service. And I think it will give you great feeling of achievement if you do that. So don't look at what other people do, okay? Do what you want to do.
Perfect. Marta, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Where can people connect with you if they want to DM you or message you or find out more about what you offer?
Sure. So there is a Facebook private group called Support Group for Waxing Professionals. And we have there professionals from over 50 countries. So not just UK. UK is like a main base, and US, but then we have people from all over. And we all love waxing. So it's a great place to connect with me. I put a lot of things out there. And other thing, if I may, Katie, is to invite everyone who loves waxing or wants to become a go-to waxing expert to my 3-5-day challenge that starts on the 19th of July. We run in it for 5 days. You can watch on replay if you have a busy household, I understand, but totally take advantage of this, because last time was absolutely amazing, and you still have a time to sign up for this. And all we're going to do is, for 5 days, we're going to look at different aspects of how to become the expert, how to gain more clients and earn more.
I love that. And we'll put details of that in the show notes as well, so everyone can just easily go and join on for that with you. So Marta, thank you very, very much for coming on. I appreciate your time, because I know how busy you are, and I'm sure people are going to love this episode, because there's been a lot of talk about one service salons right now. So I'm sure you'd have helped so many people. So thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, Katie. And for everyone who's listening, go for your dreams and don't be afraid of waxing. It could totally be amazing business.
Thank you.
If you love this episode, please share and tag us on social media at KG Salon.
I always follow them.
If you're a salon owner and would like to join our membership program, coffee, cake, and chat, get in touch for a space. Be around a like-minded tribe. Have 400 pounds worth of mentoring a month. And push yourself to the next level.
I love being a part of such a great community.
Until next time, have an amazing, successful week.